The year is 2020, December 18th. It was a regular Friday like any other. After having gotten home from school, I put my backpack down and got changed, ready to unwind with a brand new episode of Trash Taste. And then this happened.
It's like the crust on pizza, okay?
Yeah,
why does crust on pizza exist and why does everyone pretend that
good.
It tastes good? No, it doesn't!
I see nothing wrong with this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trash Theory. As you probably know by now, the Trash Taste podcast is one of the most cultured shows to have ever surfaced on this platform, but it's also the source of some of the hottest and spiciest takes you'll find on the internet. However, if there was a take that was a tier spicier than the rest, a level hotter than the others, it has to be the infamous pizza crust debate of 2020. Some called him a clown, a child, a heretic, yet others rose up joining the cause of the anti-crust resistance that they had always believed in. But what if Garnt was actually right all along? In this video, I'll be going through the infamous clip that changed Trash Taste forever, analyzing the members' arguments, breaking down their points, and finally, telling you why Garnt is actually right. But before we start, make sure to like and subscribe. We're really racing towards that 1K subs, and I want to see if we can hit there before the year ends. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Before we can get into the meat of the subject, we first have to acknowledge the context and what led the three boys into getting into this debate in the first place.
Where does all the crust go in Japan? Where is it? Where's all the crust gone? All the sandwiches don't have crusts on them. Where is it? Give me my fucking crust. I love the crust on sandwiches.
In this clip, we see Connor complaining about the way sandwiches are made in Japan and how much he misses the crust of the bread.
Sometimes, I actually, that's the reason I like Japanese sandwiches.
And you're like a 12-year-old kid. Like, you can't have mayo. You can't eat the fucking crust on your...
It's just wasted bread that's like tasteless.
Wasted bread? It's like...
And here, Garnt makes his first strike. So let's break down the argument. As we grow up, adults are forced into this stigma that we shouldn't be picky about our food. And partially, Connor's right, but I still have to disagree with him. Just because we're adults doesn't mean that we should sacrifice the efficiency of our food. It is a fact that the white part of the bread is objectively softer and tastes better than the crust. Therefore, we should eliminate the objectively inferior part of the bread and replace it with a superior part.
Yo, it's the flavor, dude. It's the best part of the bread.
What's so good? It tastes like cardboard.
No, it doesn't. No, it
What?
doesn't.
Yes.
I have to agree with Garnt here. While yes, the crust of the bread does have its own distinctive flavor, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Oftentimes it's too strong and can even overpower the other ingredients of the sandwich, giving you a mouthful of cardboard.
It's like the crust on pizza, okay?
Here it is, the line that started it all. Let's hear what he actually said.
Why does crust on pizza exist and why does everyone pretend that
it
tastes good? No, it doesn't! You eat the pizza for the fucking bread, cheese. Why would I want to eat pizza? Why would I just want to eat the bread part of the pizza, where when I have pizza, I want the pizza part of the pizza?
Some great points by Garnt here, but before we can start this discussion, we must first define what pizza is. According to the dictionary, a pizza is a dish of Italian origin consisting of a flat, round base of dough baked with a topping of tomato sauce and cheese, typically with added meats or vegetables. Tomato sauce, cheese, added meats or vegetables, all of things which were included in Garnt's argument. But have you noticed anything about that definition? That's right, nowhere inside of that block of text does it ever mention the crust, the flavorless, hard piece of bread that you use as a handle, not even once. You eat the pizza for the pizza part of the pizza, not the bread.
Because you're eating it wrong, right?
Now here begins a series of actually pretty compelling arguments from Joey and Connor.
You're going right up to the crust.
Yeah.
And you got to save a little bit of the sauce and cheese.
And then go on the side.
Yeah.
That was a great point made by Joey. Sometimes you want to eat the crust with the last bite of the pizza when the toppings are getting a little too powerful to balance it out with the plain bread.
Way I actually eat pizza at home, which is crust first. I eat the crust first.
I'm on the side and all, but even I can't defend this shit, so I'm just gonna move on.
I just saved the best part till last. Why would I save the tasteless part till last? I don't enjoy eating the crust.
And Garnt is back to being right here with this point. Why would you save the worst for last? In the middle of a meal, the crust is just a waste of space in your stomach that could be filled with more real pizza.
But you're making it tasteless by only eating the crust.
Yeah, you need to combo it, dude.
No, if you save a little bit of the sauce, that sauce could be with the actual pizza. You save the best.
Here Joey and Connor actually makes another good argument, but I have a rebuttal. No matter how many sauces you dip the crust in, that's all it'll ever be. Sauced up bread. On the other hand, a pizza is a bread with sauce, cheese, and toppings on it. Again, it's just objectively better, and there's no reason you should eat sauced up bread over the combination of ingredients that is pizza. At this point, the boys go on a tangent about food synergy before returning to pizza.
Fucking
The crust
Mr. Hamburger.
synergizes with the pizza.
No, it doesn't. The crust just takes the pizza taste out.
That's right, it doesn't. If the cheesy parts of the pizza are the amazing fight scenes, juicy plot, and the character arcs, the crust is literally the filler episode. It's there to delay you until you can get to the next slice of pizza so you can actually get to the good part again.
My fucking dream is like proper thin crust Italian pizzas where like the pizza goes right up to the crust, and it's because it's so thin.
Again, I have to agree with Garnt. Thin crust pizzas are my favorite types of pizzas. They're often the most flavorful, easy to eat pizzas that have the perfect balance of crunch and softness. The thin crust is there to boost the flavor of the other ingredients, not there to steal the spotlight from them with its obnoxious breadiness.
A slice.
Something.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You got a grip on something.
I don't give a shit about greasy fucking hands if the pizza tastes
I do.
better. That's just optimizing the pizza.
Here the boys get into an argument about how to properly grip a pizza. This is where things get a little complicated because we run into what is known as the pizza crust paradox. If the crust is too thick, then that's too much wasted pizza space. But if it's too thin, then there's nothing for you to hold on to. And here, I would like to introduce a fourth contestant into the mix, PewDiePie.
Felix, can you confirm this is how you eat pizza? Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna explain to you why eating a pizza with knife and fork like this is the superior version of eating a pizza.
Because that's right, there is a solution to this paradox, and PewDiePie has cracked the code. A knife and a fork, a simple solution. Over the years, humans have evolved, invented, improved, and as we became more and more civilized, we ditched our archaic ways in favor of the intelligent use of tools. So why, when a knife and fork exist, would you ever want to use your hand to eat your food? Your hands are disgusting. You wipe your ass with your hands, it has germs on it. You know who uses their hands to eat? Beasts, animals, Americans. And because of the silly stigma around using a fork to eat pizza, we've been conditioned to reject anything else other than the frankly out of meta method of using your hands. It's time to change.
Just assume, right? Whenever I see anyone who, leaves the crusts on a sandwich or, leaves the crusts on a pizza, I'm like, your parents clearly didn't beat it into you to eat that shit, dude.
Here, Connor makes a comment about how one's upbringing and the parenting they received could affect the way they perceive pizza crusts. But his point could actually be turned into our argument because this is a classic example of an outdated mindset. From a young age, we are taught by our parents to finish our food, that we've never even thought to question it once we have grown older. While yes, it is bad to waste food, the blame also partially lies on the crust for being such an undesirable part of the pizza. If we replaced the crust with actual pizza, that bread would never go to waste, which would actually save food in the long run. So the crust, just by existing, is increasing the amount of food that is wasted. The blame doesn't lie within the children, it lies within the crust.
It is torture for me because you're ruining this good fucking food with just tasteless bread. Like, crust just takes extra room. It's just extra room in your stomach that can be filled with nice, tasty pizza. I don't want to get filled up with tasteless crust.
How small is your fucking stomach?
I want that fucking...
Here Garnt makes the same argument I made a few minutes ago, and Joey asks how big his stomach is. My answer to that question is, it's not big enough, and filling that space with tasteless bread is an inefficient and outdated pizza eating technique.
I know I'm right. I am not the crazy one here.
How do we get on pizza?
I've been quiet about this for too long. Crustless gang, where you at? Where you at, Crustless gang?
That's right, gamers. Now that I've opened your eyes to the truth, you know who was speaking the facts in that argument. And now it's time to rise up against the crustless oppressors and make ourselves heard. It's time to rise up, Crustless gang. We are not alone. But hey, that's just a theory. A trash. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed my first upload of 2022. Sorry about my absence last week, but I hope you guys had a happy new year. I know we couldn't hit 1K before 2022, but that's honestly okay. I'm still super grateful for all the support I've received in the short time I've been here. But boys, this is just the beginning. I plan to grind out those videos in 2022, as well as hopefully expanding my content a bit and trying some other stuff too. Anyways, as always, that's it from me, and I'll see you on the next one.